Hey guys, we're about to go into Godzilla and Mothra, the Battle for Earth. Her favorite monster.
Oh yeah, baby, she's gonna be back.
With a dark counterpart, Batra.
Ooh.
Yep. Now, is he evil? Hard to say. But I will say this though, this is considered the best, at least box office wise and critical wise. I kind of have some of my own issues with this one. Not bad issues, but you'll see what I mean. But you remember the guy who played the dad in Godzilla 2000?
Yeah?
You will recognize him clear as day in this one.
Oh boy.
Trust me, I will just give you a quick nod and you'll be like, oh, yep, that's him. But let's just say there's a lot of, this is not a one-for-one remake of the original from the 60s, but there's a lot of parallels.
Alrighty then.
But it also has some new music for Mothra by Akira Ikefube.
Oh, awesome.
And probably the fluffiest looking Mothra. And I gotta say, you'll like it for the cuteness, but I think that's also to its detriment. It's too adorable.
I guess we'll have to just see for ourselves then.
All right, then. We'll see you on the other end.
He knew the world would not be the same. Few people laughed. Few people cried. Most people were silent. I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. Vishnu takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds."
Hey guys, we just got done with Godzilla and Mothra, the Battle for Earth. And
It was pretty good.
slightly better than King Ghidorah, but still not up to Violante yet. Correct? But it was damn good. It was both a redo and yet not a redo of the original. Unfortunately, the dub really put in a lot of green Aesops in here. I don't know, I've never seen the Japanese, so I don't know how much of it was there. But it was still annoying, wasn't it?
Yep.
But much like the last movie, there was a lot of characters we recognize.
First, we have to start with the trio.
Masako, Ando, and Takia.
Start out looking for archaeological stuff.
Yep.
With some stuff that would have been right at home in Indiana Jones.
With a little anime too. And the voice they have for Masako is hilarious. Her snark is special. Okay, when we're first introduced to Takia, he's an Indiana Jones. He finds this thing and completely destroys all of the archaeological dig. There's literally nothing left. He's dangling on top, As soon as he gets up, he's arrested. Then Masako and some of the other Japanese officials come to him saying, "We need your help to figure this out. And if you do this, I'm a free man." Well, forget it, because he thinks, well, I'm going to be out of here soon. And then she's all like, well, you did destroy some public historical landmarks. I think you'll be here for a while. Wait, how long am I going to be here? I see another 15 years. No, wait, Masako, wait. And yes, it's one of those cases where you have the two exes, which, to be fair, at least at the time, divorces were still pretty unheard of. You know what I mean? These two exes getting back together.
Yeah, and their relationship was really strong throughout, the whole movie.
Oh, yeah, especially the part when they're remembering back in their honeymoon and how they both felt they were naive and wish they did better. And that's the whole thing about Takia. He's not doing this all for the greed. He's doing it to get a better start and to pay the alimony that she would bring up a couple of times. But yeah, and they were really good. But Ando, Kenji Ando, you recognize him.
Oh yeah, he was the dad back in
Godzilla 2000.
Right?
Yep. And boy, his facial expression like, ah, ah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep, and the dub is a different dub act, obviously different group and everything, but kind of still fits up there with that actor from 2000, doesn't it? Unintentionally.
Yeah.
But yeah, now in this version, it's more of a Mothra movie than it is with Godzilla along for the ride.
Yeah,
But that's not a bad thing.
No, it really isn't. And we also have now Mothra's edgy buddy, Batra, thrown in the mix.
Who was created by the Earth itself. Whereas Mothra was a guardian, but not tied directly to Earth. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then Godzilla is here, and yeah, he has one fight, then he's gone until the last act, and he and Batra fought and went into lava. And throughout all this, though, it's a lot of fun. Again, and the Cosmos, they actually do stuff here.
Yeah, they're definitely much more developed characters than they were the first time around, where they were basically just a talking plot device.
But I would say they have a little, without showing it though, vindictive side.
Yeah, where it's just
when they're captured, they start singing, they know monster's coming, they know he's going to destroy the stuff, and they don't care, they're just like, Matsura, yeah, Matsura. And just they say, come get us! Smash everything in between there and us.
Which, I mean, much better than the doormats they were before.
Definitely. And you could tell, again, without even showing vindictiveness, it just... And I also love how there's more of a tradition to their songs and everything. They do these hand gestures and everything. They start to glow. Yeah. Now, if there's one downside I would give this movie, there are two of them. The dub forcing in these green ass stuff. I mean, it was so annoying, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just like, at first, it's just like, oh, okay, but then...
Yeah, especially Masako saying, oh, men did this, men did that. It's like, you groaned the very first 2 times she did that. Like, I heard you groan, you're like, ah.
Yep.
And then eventually I say, oh, I feel like now the Earth is getting its revenge. It's like, laying it on thick, are we?
I mean, like, yeah, it's like, I mean, it's not like the theme of Gaia's vengeance is foreign to kaiju movies, but usually they're pretty subtle about it.
Yeah, but here, although it didn't turn out they were completely wrong about why Batra came about in the first place. And they thought Batra came about because long ago mankind created a device that controlled the weather. Nope, it had nothing to do with that. It had nothing to do with the pollution. It had nothing to do with any of that. And Batra was created to stop a comet that was going to come and destroy the Earth in 1999. So you're like, yeah, and Mothra and the Cosmos were 100% wrong. Now, of course, that doesn't mean Batra isn't an ass.
Yeah. An ass is a bit of a soft spot, as it turns out.
Oh, yeah, especially because once they finally have a chance to talk, although personally, I think it's more Mothra realize, like, oh, my bad. My bad, B. Instead of G. No, my bad, B.
Yeah.
It's good, M. But yeah, the fight with Godzilla, it's the best one so far.
Oh, yeah, it was absolutely a visual delight.
I think it helps that Godzilla's still, around, but they're like, whoosh,
yeah,
whoosh.
It's a lot more aerodynamic, and you can sort of have fun with all of the light effects.
And it makes up for Godzilla, but like I said, as being all...
Yeah, and of course we get 2 forms of both Mothra
and
Batra.
And Mothra, even as a worm, felt more badass than she ever did in the Showa.
Oh, yeah.
Not much. And she actually got attacked by the military. Unfortunately, we find out very clearly she get annihilated.
Yeah, they were a bit triggered.
Whereas Batra can handle it. Whereas Batra can handle it fine. That's the thing about Batra. Batra is more the badass.
Yeah, like.
But speaking of which, I know you don't care for it. I know you adored her. I did not care for Mothra's design. She's way too fluffy and cutesy. I mean, I get it's probably to counteract the, how Batra looked, but it just felt a little off. A little. It's like, I'm not saying.
I see where you're coming
I'm
from.
not saying
but
Mothra
I
can't be
still
cute.
love her.
Obviously, I'm not saying Mothra can't be cute. Obviously, she should be cute. And there are times where I feel like other movies have her be too fugly.
It's just striking that right balance.
Yeah, and I felt this balance was way too far to the puffballness. I think it was the wings. I think it was more the wings than anything, being just as fluffy as her whole body.
Yeah, that's fair. I still liked it though.
Oh, again, and much respect for that. But yeah, but again, overall though, this was damn good. You take out the green ass up stuff, and we got some recognizable characters that we actually know their names again. And Mickey has a bit more to do here than she did last time. A little. Mostly her main helping point was to sense Godzilla was coming and to find out where the Cosmo were if they were taken. Things like that. And then by the end, Mothra goes off to well, maybe not sacrifice herself, but definitely stop this comet that's coming. But unfortunately, their actions or Biolante's, they come out with 2 series, could eventually lead to a bigger threat coming in 2 movies. But next movie, we're going to my favorite of the entire franchise, Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 2.
Ooh, well, Mechagodzilla's had a pretty good track record from what I've seen him so far. Let's see how the Heisei era does it.
Yep. See you there.